Hello students, in my last class I have given the very short answers and today I will give the short answers of basic concepts of economics. Now the question number 1 of give short answers. Write the definition of economics given by Adam Smith, and that you will get in page number 31. In page number 31 you will get the definition given by Adam Smith, and here according to the question you have to write only the definition, so you can write it. The way it is given as it is, you will write. Then question number 2, write the definition of economics given by Marshall. So that also you will get in page number 31. Definition of economics given by Marshall. Page number 31 you see, economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. This is the definition given by Marshall. And the definition given by Adam Smith is, economics is the science of wealth. Science of wealth. Okay. Then number 3. Write the definition of economics given by Robbins. That you will get in page number 32. Page number 32, the first line you see, according to Robbins, economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. This is the definition given by Alfred Marshall. Not Alfred Marshall, Lionel Robbins. Then question number 4. Write the definition of economics given by Samuelson and Northus. That also you will get in page number 32. Page number 32. Accepting the reality of the existence of scarcity, the efficient use of resources by the society to produce valuable commodities from the subject matter of economics. Valuable commodities from the subject matters of economics. This is the definition given by Samuelson and Northus. Then question number 5. What are the basic concepts of definition of economics given by Robbins? So page number 32, the basic concepts are given. All the 3 points you have to write. So before writing the basic concepts, you will write the basic concepts of the definition given by Lionel Robbins are, then you will write all the 3 points. Number 1, human wants are unlimited. Number 2, resources to satisfy human wants are limited. And number 3, scarce resources have alternative uses. So these are the 3 main points. Then number 6, what is microeconomics? Just the other side, you see. Microeconomics discusses the economic behavior of persons or organizations in an individual manner, like the behavior of a consumer, a producer or a productive enterprise, a market, a creditor, a saver. So from here few examples you can give, no need all. You can write a consumer, behavior of a consumer, a producer, then you can write a market, etc. Alright. And then what is macroeconomics? The aggregate behavior of a country page number 42, you see, the aggregate behavior of a country or the behavior of all consumers, producers, etc. are included in the subject matter of macroeconomics. Now, these two questions you can write little different way also. If you want what I said exactly, you can write from the book. Otherwise, you can write what is microeconomics. Microeconomics is the study of economic behavior. Microeconomics is the study of economic behavior of a person or organization in an individual manner. For example, the behavior of a consumer, a producer, a market, etc. You can write in this way also. Then number 7, what is macroeconomics? What is given exactly what I read, that you can write, or else you can write macroeconomics is the study of the aggregate behavior. Macroeconomics is the study of aggregate behavior of a country or the behavior of all consumers, producers, etc. Okay, now number 8, show the differences between free goods and economic goods. Free goods and economic goods you will get in page number 35. Page number 35, some fundamental concepts of economics, there you will get. Point number 1, free goods are free gift of nature, such as wind, rain, etc. But economic goods are not free gift of nature. They have to be produced. You will write in this way. Don't write the line what is given in the book. Don't write exactly. Because when you write the difference, you have to write the first point, and against that point you have to write the other one. So here the free goods are the free gift of nature. So free goods are the free gift of nature, and economic goods are not free gift of nature. They have to be produced. So this is point number 1. Then point number 2, free goods are available in nature, but economic goods are limited. Free goods are available, free goods are found unlimited in nature, but economic goods are limited. So you will write this point. Point number 2. Then third point you can write, there is no price for free goods. We need not have to, for example, we need not have to pay for air, sunshine, rain, etc. But economic goods have price. Economic goods have price or prices. So these 3 points you can write as the differences between free goods and economic goods. Then the next is, what is national income? National income you will get in page number 40. In page number 40 you will get The money value of all goods and services produced in a country in a financial year is known as national income. The whole sentence you have to write. It is given, the definition is given nicely, that you have to write. Then number 10, what is per capita income? First you write per capita income is the average individual income. Per capita income is the average individual income, full stop. And then you take from that page number 40, the last point, per capita income. After this definition, per capita income is the average individual income in a financial year, and then it can be found out from the per capita income. From there you take, it can be found out by dividing the total national income by the total population. It can be found out by dividing the total national income by the total population. If you want, you can write per capita income is equal to national income divided by population of a country. That also you can add. If it is for 2 marks, you can add this. Okay? Alright, we'll stop for today.